How fulfilled are you? Secondhand trauma is real. Compassion fatigue is real. And burnout is real. And we have to be real intentional about combating those things. Hey everybody, hopefully you have enjoyed your day thus far. My name is Melanie and you are watching Core Inspirations, a channel designed with social work students and professionals in mind. Fulfillment. What does it look like to you? What does it feel like for you? Being fulfilled. Stay tuned. So according to Google, being fulfilled is a sense of being satisfied or happy due to fully developing one's ability or character. I'll repeat. So per Google, they have defined being fulfilled as the following. It's a sense of being happy or satisfied due to fully developing one's abilities or character. And why is that so important to know and define, what fulfillment is because if you don't know what it details for you to be satisfied, or if you don't know what it details for you to be happy, it's hard for you to be able to, make plans around, implementing that more and doing things that brings you, happiness and recharges you and brings you fulfillment and brings you peace and joy and happiness. We need to know these things, These are things that we need to know. And sometimes, it's like, oh, I know what makes me satisfied. Oh, I know what makes me happy. But if you know, are you doing things that make you happy? Like, when's the last time you took that trip? Like, when's the last time you planned that vacation? And what? Talking to me too. I'm not exempt. And I don't have every area in my life perfected. I do not. That's so big of why I want to share this part. As we work and as we do, so many different things in our life, it's so easy to forget about, hey, you know what? I didn't take that trip. You know what? I worked and worked and worked. And y'all, it's bugs, so I'm going to be looking all over the place. But yeah, it's so easy to forget to take out time for ourselves. When we're going, we're grinding, we're doing that overtime, we're doing that, we're showing up for our clients, we're showing up for our family. And then when we get time to show up for ourselves, we're like, I need to get me some sleep, So this channel, this space, definitely with the Core Living segment of the Core Inspirations channel, it's all about being a reminder to you to let you know, like, hey, you matter. And hey, are you taking out time for yourself? And not just one time, but ongoing. What plans, what goals have you made for you? A sense of achievement, your sense of being satisfied, So that's what I'm about. I'm about just reminding you that, because I'm telling you, it's so easy to forget. So let's jump right into it, okay? Number one, recognize, assess, and take notice to what brings you fulfillment. What fills you up? What recharges you? What makes you happy? What, gives you that little spark in your eye? It's so important that we know that. And I did write some notes down so that way I can stay on topic. But yeah, what recharges you? I personally love arts and crafts. Like, I love arts and crafts. It brings about a sense of peace for me. It develops my creativity. I'm real big on artsy stuff. I like to do things with my hands. I'm a big DIY person. I like to have fun. I like to do things with children. But yeah, I love arts and crafts. I like to make different things. I like to make new things. I like to create new things. And then I love to see my creations, up, like, oh, I made that picture. Oh, I did this. Or oh, I made that craft. I like to do that. So if I don't know that arts and crafts, and this is the thing, you can know, okay, like, hey, I love to do arts and crafts. But you find yourself never doing it. Like, you're never making out time. And like, we schedule these doctor's appointments and we plan ahead months and months and months for our vacations, and our PTO and our times off or our mental days. We need to have a self-care day, and we need to definitely implement it. I don't care if you don't have time to necessarily bring out materials in your house, but like I said, I have plenty of materials. But I don't care if you don't have time, to really, bring out things, or you don't have a lot of supplies at your house. Sign up for, like a painting class. Sign up for like a pottery class. Like something that, and I mean, arts and crafts may not be for you. It could be another form of art. It could be music. It could be dance. It could be working out. It could be exercising. It's so many different things that you can do that brings you that brings you fulfillment, that brings you peace, that brings you joy, that adds to your fulfillment of filling you up at your best self. It's giving more and bringing back into you better energy, And we need to identify those things. We need to recognize that, identify it, so that when it's time to, assess our lives and look into different things, we're like, okay, so this is what's not working. And we need to know these things. So now that we recognize the things that we love to do, we need to implement it. We need to be intentional about scheduling it in. Like, we're taking out the time, we're doing the work to realize, like, you know what, hey, I need to, I haven't been to this particular concert, I'm going to sign up for that. Or I haven't been to this particular museum, I'm going to sign up for that. Or you like history, or you like education, or you like doing things of natural hair and hair care products and health, or trying a new exercise. You're scheduling that. You're going on to you're doing some form of research to kind of look into seeing how you can incorporate that more. So that's something that is number 2, is researching it and finding out ways to actually implement it and schedule it in. So make sure you put it on your Outlook calendar. Make sure you write it down on your phone. Any place that you would normally keep up with any other dates or important dates, we're going to be putting self-care dates on the calendar. And then the last thing is to check in, having self-check-ins. So after you recognize and identified, hey, this thing makes me happy, this thing brings me joy, this thing fulfills me, recharges me, then I decided to research and look up to how I can implement that in my life. I made the choice to schedule time into it, and then checking in to see how I did it. Because we can keep everybody else's dates. We can keep all the dates for, our loved ones, our spouses, our family members, our clients. But we don't sometimes keep the important dates for ourselves, Something that we have to consistently do, And it does take time, but doing the self-check-ins, it helps you hold yourself accountable and helps you hold yourself to a standard of knowing that, hey, I'm important too. I matter too. Just like I meet each and every other date that's important in my life, showing up for myself is just as important, if not more. Because you know what? It's so easy to get depleted. It's so easy to get burnt out because we're not doing ongoing self-care. Oftentimes, people get burnt out already and get to the point where they're just like, I'm over this. I'm tired of this. What happened to my energy? How did I get here? And it comes from, and I'm not pointing fingers because there'll be like 5 more coming back at me. Like I said, I am definitely progressing in my self-care journey. There's definitely things that I'm going to be sharing throughout the channel, the things that you're going to get to see me do and work towards. But like I said, I'm just simply giving you a reminder that you matter, and you just don't matter as a student. It's not about getting that BSW, which is important. It's not always about getting that MSW, which is important. That LCSWA or LCSW full license. All of those things are important. Helping our clients, helping people with some of the most detrimental things that happen in their life. Secondhand trauma is real. Compassion fatigue is real. And burnout is real. And we have to be real intentional about combating those things and really planning and, making strategies about how we're going to make it for the long haul. The work that we do, it can seem like, from the outside looking in, like, oh, they just play with kids all day and write and draw. Oh, they're just such people that have big hearts and love the world. And we do. And some of that's truth to a lot of that. A lot of that definitely has some truth to it. But that also comes with a cost. You get burnt out. You get tired. You get, your energy runs low. And having practices in place where you're ongoing, consistently moving towards things that bring you joy, and you're constantly doing that, it helps. It helps along the way. So that way you're not waiting till the last minute and waiting until you just can't take, one more bad thing or hear one more bad story or deal with one more tragic incident or deal with one more tragedy. It helps you to be healthy for others. Oftentimes, I know we sometimes live in a society where, they cater to more of the outside of things, the external things, and making sure you have the best car or have the best house or have the best, makeup or have the best clothes. But we have some internal work to do. And it's ongoing, and it'll be ongoing because it's learning who we are. You know, it's progressive. As we learn, we do more. As we learn more, we do more. You know, but I'm definitely big on doing internal work. I'm big on knowing who you are, how amazing you are, knowing your faults, knowing your flaws too, because that's just as important as well. But really, really, you know, just being all of who you can be, building yourself up. You know, knowing your strengths, recognizing those things, recognize what brings you fulfillment, recognizing, you know, what makes you happy, recognizing what makes you satisfied, because you'll be a more well-rounded person, you know. And it's really being authentically you. You know, no one's like you. We are many social workers. The social work profession is so broad, but there's only one of you. And I'm coming to tell you and to tell me that ongoing self-care is essential. It's vital. It's something that we can't do without. And I want this channel to be a sense of community to social workers. Like I said, my background is BSW and MSW. I've experienced compassion fatigue. I've experienced those things in some of my previous roles that I've had. And it's real. I've experienced that, what it feels like to be burnt out, you know? And I had to be real with myself and just say, well, you know, what did I do? You know, sometimes you're not always able to make automatic changes, but you can make small changes along the way until you can just make those decisions. So sometimes knowing what we need and knowing what we like, it helps us to be able to recognize how we need to remove or implement something else, you know, where it's time to make a change about something else. But that's all I have for today. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely make sure that you share this video with anyone that you feel that it could be useful for. Thank you for taking out your weekend with me, or your time, or whatever day you're viewing this. Thank you for taking out your time. And yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say. But like I said, I welcome your comments. I welcome your feedback. Let me know, you know, what are you doing to be fulfilled? Or what have you done? If you are fulfilled, what have you done? What did that journey look like to you? Are you there yet with certain things? Are you still working towards some things? Let me know. Comment below. Talk to you later.